things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on another team from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Razorbacks will boot it away to start the game. And he takes this from inside the 5. Drills him with the stiff arm. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. So Texas offense will have the football first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, right?
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
And listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
Leaves it with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The give to the single back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
And the Longhorns send out the punt unit. Looks as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. The Razorbacks offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To throw, it's Fareed. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Razorbacks line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. He'll start this drive firing. Quickly out to the tight end. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to...
Turning it on! They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays thrown.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And he's been the go-to guy all year long. Like, he's in the top 5 in all of college football in receiving yards for a reason. They're going to find him because he's always open, making plays. This dude has been unbelievable. He's being mentioned in the Heisman conversation. That is really hard to do as a wide receiver. So that shows you what kind of special year this young man's having.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best.
And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Pause to throw again. Got his man on the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this: we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Off the play fake on first down. Here's the pressure. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They'll run it from the gun. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. The kick is on its way. takes it on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions.
And I think early in the football game, man, you're figuring out the wind. And I think he kind of underestimated that a little bit. Like, throws that football, the wind knocks it down a little bit. The defense takes advantage with some early momentum on that interception.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Mayo. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. To the ground with the back. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
What a nice run there. And I tell you, Texas has always been a place where there have been outstanding running backs. This guy is the next in line. He's got vision, he's got speed, he's got power. It always seems like it takes multiple defenders to bring him down. Huge weapon in this offense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Looking to the big tight end. Complete in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Arkansas! What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand. The second. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So first down here as they go back to work. Sends it back in motion. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes the grab over the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got some room to run. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Razorbacks. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Baylor has the lead right now, but even though we've heard sick 'em a bunch, this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside McLean Stadium. They're up by 7 over Arizona State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out route. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Leaves it with the running back. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Trying play action. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. The Razorbacks will punt this one away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Here comes the Texas offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Snags a quick pass on the left. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at 2nd down.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
At the 40, there he goes. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They'll give it to the back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. They'll move the tight end. Rides the back on the option, the give. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
To the air, it's Fareed. Just a short pass to the tight end. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
They just find ways to find the big fellas. Those big tight ends are huge targets for the quarterbacks. The throws are usually in between the numbers. That makes it pretty easy. Usually sure-handed guys like that just come across the field and make plays for them.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Going to take a shot at this DB. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Great job by the DB on that play. How many times in these types of deep ball situations do we see pass interference? That cornerback could not have played that ball better.
Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He's got it. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They believe they can run right here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. He's got it down the middle. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold it.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. 2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. Working that wide receiver screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not that much.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He tries to take the top off. Makes the grab right down the middle. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Looking to throw on first down. He lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
That's a great job of the defense turning the page. You just gave up a big completion. You come right back here. You defend another shot down the field. That should hopefully give them a little bit of confidence.
Back to pass on second down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Longhorns will try to put one on the board on first and goal. He wants to throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create, sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
They're dealing with a second and long. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Backed up now, here's second and long. Quickly to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. Back to throw, it's Fareed. It's caught. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The DBs will back off a bit. To the air on second down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Motion from the wideout. Finds a little space. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Fareed. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The give to the back. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
He'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. The Razorbacks will punt it away on 4th down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Hauls it in, looking for space. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. This is a game of swings and momentum and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
Hey, get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Gets open down the middle. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down.
There's just so much chemistry between this quarterback and his receiver. And you saw it right there, down the perimeter, trying to work the boundary. Just put it somewhere near him. He'll catch it. He'll get a foot down and help out his offense.
Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to throw again. Rushes on him. He'll try to do it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
Quickly complete. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Why not trying to get it in? Touchdown, Texas! They take the lead with the 6. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They took it 71 yards down the field. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Looking to throw, it's Fareed. Makes the catch, it's Mayo. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that throw.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Right back to the well.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Under fire. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down, 4th down coming up. And the Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They're going to open this drive with a pass. It's complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. The give from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Give to the running back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting 1st downs. To do that, you've got to have bounce. Can't always throw for it on 3rd down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
A strike downfield. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all over the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue.
Touchdown, Longhorns! Fit it in the window for the score. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the middle. And the pass falls incomplete, and we have played 3 quarters. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth.
Okay.
Off the play fake. Here's a heat. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. The Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Good timing on the quick out. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the right. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. And it's a fumble on the play. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Just steamrolling the defense. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Tight end now in motion. Now the play fake. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. From the gun, running back gets to give. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Fakes the grab on the left. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold it.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Looking for a man. It's Vereen. Gets it out fast. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Finds a little bit of room. Picks up 4 out to the 13.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. Just want positive yards. Make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off. Get some positive yards. Go on to the next play.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him.
Oh, he's got some space. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Longhorns can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. And the Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll give it to him again. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Wants to fire on second down. Fakes the grab. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Hand off from the shotgun. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Longhorns come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.